vote in Britain on the 23rd. This is going to be a big deal. So if you haven't test drove it, this would be a great time to test drive it.
See a little volatility, see how those markets move, everything reacts.
Exactly. You know, we're dealing with not only, you know, the day of it and the day prior to it, but I would say that Sunday night, Darrell, we're going to be getting some action in a big way.
Yeah. Oh no, it's coming like right down the pipe. So
right down the pipe. Yeah. Seriously.
Well, what is it? Next Thursday at 10 o'clock in Britain is when the polls close.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be, what is that? Time is that? That's going to be, see, 7 hours from now. So 5 o'clock our time.
10
Eastern time. 5 o'clock Eastern time.
What time? 10 a.m. or
10 p.m.
10
p.m. the polls close,
So
and then
that's
they'll
2.
start.
That's 2 in the afternoon.
I was
our
three.
time.
I was at 2 our time.
7.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 our time. Yeah. So,
Okay, so the polls will start closing right around, you know, in that
So
closing
towards
time.
the end of our trading day. Yeah.
And then they'll start. What will happen is then the results will trickle in. Okay.
Right.
So
That's great. So they're probably going to be getting that information before our markets close.
yeah.
You know, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
and so those will be trickling in, and then they'll make the big announcement. And so it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out and the ways to play it. I mean, we have a little bit of time left, so there'll be a couple hours here in the markets. I know FX brokers, some of them are freaking out already. They're sending out like warnings, like, hey, they're going to, you know, if it gets volatile, they're going to, you know, suspend trading. And
well, they pull the bids. That's what they do.
So
Folks.
I happen to see it right here. So it's a 5-hour difference right
Okay,
now.
this is cool,
and I know
man.
that changes. So it's going to be 5 o'clock our time.
Okay.
Yeah. That they'll close 5 p.m.
Right.
so
Final-
5 p.m. our time, Friday?
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay, so we get
And
that day. I
then
thought-
final
okay.
results are due at 0700 Friday morning.
No.
No?
Final results about. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. But the first results are going to start coming in at midnight, which is 7 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
So that's probably
So
when
that's-
they're going to start
And that's
to.
Oh,
ADEX
yeah.
opens at 6. So
Yeah.
so that gives you a lot of trading opportunities right there. And what I would expect on the contracts is there to be a lot of implied volatility, which is expected movement built into the pricing.
Okay.
Yes.
That's going to make the binaries a little more challenging to trade.
They're going to be
Okay.
expensive, right?
Well,
Yeah,
let's do
they're
that. As we're doing this, let's go over and start looking at these, because I'd like to.
I don't think they're going to have weeklies, right? They open up next week. So do you want to look at them right now?
Well, no,
they're going to expire though today. That's
Oh, no, I understand that. I'm
Okay.
just saying we could have the screen up so we can show
Sure.
people, you know, because we'd be talking. I guess you'd be talking all the currencies, but we really start talking about the pound, right? 'Cause
Yeah, well, you got Euro Pound. I mean, that's really what's playing against each other, right? 'Cause
Okay.
the whole vote is, for those who don't know out there, it's called the Brexit, which is the United Kingdom is voting to exit, whether they should exit or not. Like the
Right.
citizens, do you want to leave the European Union?
Right.
And so, and that will, if they say yes, then I think it's Article 50 of the EU where they can then start unraveling from the EU. It'll take at least 2 years
Exactly,
to
right.
unravel. So it's not like it's going to happen overnight, but the currency markets will try to start reflecting what that means. It'll affect, the, you know,
Right.
UK
And that-
bonds and corporate bonds, and it'll FX and everything.
Yeah. So the yin and the yang of this, folks. The arguments. Well, there's a lot of different arguments, but the financial argument is that supposedly if they leave it, then they won't have these trade agreements with Europe. That's what the people say that don't want them to leave it. The people are saying that want to leave it, saying, "What are you talking about? You know, there's free trade agreements with plenty everyone else in Europe that's not in the European Union, so that's not going to be a big deal."
Right.
You know, so, but the volatility is going to be here
for sure.
You know,
Right.
It's a
And
big
so-
vote. Yeah.
And so what that'll do on the binaries is a binary contract is basically a reflection of a probability.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if there's I mean, because there could be a 500 or 1,000 pip move or who knows?
Sure.
You know, with this kind of announcement, depending on how it comes in and when it comes out, when the final thing. Because right now there's a 5% lead that they'll leave in the vote, but there's been 5% trail. So as it's coming closer, it's actually rising. That the polling expectation is that it'll go up. And so, anyways, either way, whether they vote yes or no, that's a massive impact on the currencies because there's all this fear right now of what's going to happen. And that means that the strikes will have more of a probability of being, in the money, which...
Yes.
So the simplest way to put it is it puts everything at a 50-50 probability, like way up and down the ladder. So basically, all your prices are going to be pushed closer to the center, closer to $50. Okay.
Almost like anything can happen. Theory.
Well, you know what's going to be cool.
That's
we can
really
trade.
where it
We
will
can
be.
trade this.
Yeah.
We can set this up Monday morning because
Yeah, definitely.
we got another show Monday.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly. And I mean, set up Monday, and I mean, stuff will still be flying out. I mean, it'll be still be happening on Friday. It'll be volatility.
Oh
all day.
no, for sure.
And so we go in there, and there's a couple ways to trade it because now Nadex has the spreads too. You know, they have
Right.
their spread
Yes.
contracts.
Yes.
And on the European pound. And so that's one of the other ways that you can trade is you can go in there and you can look at the spreads, and the spreads may be a little bit easier because instead of having that all or nothing flare,
Yes,
you know,
right.
you can go, well, I think this is going to pop all over the place, and
This
it's
is
priced in. It's going
amazing.
to land flat, and you can trade a neutral type spread strategy.
Yeah.
Or you could say, I think this is just going to blow up, and I'll pay the big premium because I think it's really going to fly. And so you can do like a straddle strategy where you buy, you know, the upper spread and sell the lower spread. So there's a lot of ways you can trade it. I'm going to be looking at the spreads, and obviously I'll be looking at the binaries just to see, you know, what's there because I think there'll be a lot of fast movement going on.
It's going to be. It would be harder to play both sides of it, right? Because the stuff will be trickling out versus, you know, like an announcement, right? Do you know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Like I
Yep.
know that
Yeah.
sometimes you like playing both sides, just like on a Fed announcement or something. But that'll be hard because things will be trickling out. Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, I'd be very careful about trading any kind of FX position. You know,
forget it,
trade that.
folks. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean, you can just get hosed and then you get a margin call.
Right.
That will never happen on Nadex. You can trade the European pound during the, you know, the Brexit, and what your risk, that's it. What you put up, the amount of money you put up. So if you have a $20 risk or a $2,000 risk or whatever amount of
Yes.
risk you decide to take on, it can't get worse. And so if you do want to take a stand on whether you think, you know, pound's going to get weaker,
Sure.
stronger, et cetera, you could trade pound dollar, you could trade euro pound, you could trade pound yen. I mean, you know, there's three different, you know, instruments directly to trade the pound in this. Or you could trade even the euro, you know, with the impact on the euro. You got euro dollar, euro pound, euro yen. And so there's a lot of ways to trade it with the spreads and with the binaries. But the biggest thing to me is the defined risk.
I agree. Yeah.
We're going to be reading about people getting margin calls, most likely.
Oh, it's gonna.
Okay, on
it-
Friday, but you're not going to see Nadex listed in any of those conversations as somebody who got a margin call because you can't get one.
Right. And
Yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
And well, and if you've never traded, well, for all the folks that trade in the FX market, they know exactly what we're talking about. What happens, folks, is that the bids and offers stop, number one, and then, you know, when they open, it's like, oh my God, what just happened?
The world changed.
It's Wipeout City.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not that the FX broker wants that to happen either, because they can get wiped out.
The market changes that quick.
Yeah,
I mean, that's it.
right. You know, and that's the huge difference. And it doesn't. You're not paying a whole bunch of premium to do this. Okay, that's what's
Well,
so.
we'll see what the premium's priced before that vote.
Yeah.
Before you start saying
Right.
it's cheap.
Right.
Just so as you
no,
know.
yeah, no, totally.
So what do you see? What is it? I mean,
I just said to
With
Tommy,
this-
I can't wait for Monday now because, you know, I haven't traded the currencies for a while.
Yeah, you guys, maybe we'll start trading some
That's what I
currencies
said. So
next
I
week.
says next week we're going to trade currencies, man. No,
Yeah.
you know, because I traded them on the Nadex platform about a year ago, and I liked it. You know, it was really good because when I was going in and out, then I was paying about 6 ticks. I was trading the dollar against the euro. You know, but 6 ticks in the currencies is nothing, folks. You know what I mean? So I suspect, you know.
And when you say you were paying it, what were you were, because you were getting risk rewards like 3-to-1 or something on those
Yeah,
spreads or something, just to put it right.
Yeah, that's so for what I mean paying it. So for what it was really trading cash, I was paying 6 points over that, 6
Sure.
ticks over that.
And we were trading spreads or binaries?
Spreads. I still spread the spreads. I like the
And so
spreads.
that would be because you had the risk reward in your favor.
right.
Always. For
yes,
sure.
exactly. Just
Yeah.
so on the other side. Oh, cool. Okay, right. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Exactly.
Cool.
Ah,
Oh, cool.
Totally.
Oh, cool. You just explained the trade. Nice.
I like it. So I'll have to. So Monday morning we'll have some fun here.
And the reason why I put it out is because you can be collecting premium on this. You know, there's
Oh,
you
yes.
just don't pay it. Like,
Right.
That's a,
no,
you know,
I'm
yeah,
with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. You know. So the pound. This will be wild watching this whole thing shake out. Well, our own dollar. You know, what's really cool here is that this dollar, our dollar, man. You talk about volatility. This is the index, but if you're just trading it right against the euro, it's volatile beyond belief. You know.
Volatility everywhere.
I know.
There's no doubt. And gold doesn't want to stay down. Gold's going to go positive. That's down $1.60 right
wild,
now. Yeah. It's so on. Let's picture, Darrell, the pound, the euro. Would it be the prior night that we're actually trading these things? Should it be Sunday night? Or let's say if we start trading on Monday, right?
Okay.
When is the most movement that you see? Is it 6 o'clock in the morning or earlier than that?
Oh, you'll see it at like 3 o'clock.
3 a.m.?
Yeah, 3 a.m. when London opens and all that. You'll
Okay.
get
Okay.
so like that's basically like their, like our morning session.
No, that makes sense. I just,
Yeah. So right about then is when you see everything just start exploding. So, we'll see. There'll be a gap over this weekend. I mean, I would, I'd expect a very large gap. So if somebody's in a position, they better. I would close it out. But
yeah, because there's going to be so much news over the weekend.
Yeah,
exactly.
And even if
Because
it's
they're
not
going to
news,
be
just
polling
people
everybody.
talking, speculating.
Yeah, it's just like trading a gun stock right at elections. It's just going to fly up and down. And so with this right here, it's just there's going to be a lot of news coming out over the weekend, and people are going to be there's just going to be a flood of orders flying through. And then, so there'll be a lot right there. There'll be a big movement. Things will slow down, and then it'll probably pick back up as soon as London opens back up at 3 a.m. And then it'll go to about 6 or 7 at the latest. Usually flattens out for a little bit, and then when we open back up, then everything has another big move.
Okay, I got to get up early Monday morning. So what's also happening here at TFNN, folks, is that John Logan's having a special show Monday morning.
Okay, cool.
He's bringing his guy on that is over in London.
Sweet.
I believe he's in London or he's in some European country. He's going to be on for the
Check it
full
out.
hour. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're going to be growling and prowling
8
on it.
a.m. Monday, perfect.
Exactly. And then I guess the aspect is going to, what is that going to, well, I don't know if that's going to impact commodity prices. Well, I guess it would impact commodity prices.
Oil is priced in dollars, right?
Yeah.
So the euro, dollar, the pound, dollar, it's all one big spider web. So
Yeah.
when one moves, the other up.
It's a great way to say it. It is one big spider web. Talking about the different trades that you may be able to set up next week with that Brexit vote, folks, using the Nadex platform. Yeah, this volatility is going to stay out here. Now, in the European markets, as they're coming up to the close, folks, they're giving it up. The FTSE right now, the high, well, yeah, it's up 57 points, but it's already given up 40. The DAX in Germany right now is up. That's interesting. That's up 57 too. Did I have the DAX up first? That's up 57, and. Ooh, that's given up a lot. The high was 97.05. So that's given up 90 points thus far.
Yeah.
That's setting up a big ABC down. That's what that is. Won't get, that's a big number. Big
We
number.
see a nice follow through on that on Sunday, Monday, when everything opens up.
Yes. Yes. And, what does happen is that just the volume that the DAX did, not yesterday, the night before that, is saying that, hey, it's going after those swing lows of February. And those, all across the world, here, watch this. If you want to go, we'll go to Asia for a second. The Asian markets are already pretty close to them. The Nikkei is the leader. The Nikkei was up 1% last night, but what do you see this? And this is where the opportunities open up, folks, in a big way, meaning if you're really catching on that it's a one-world market. So we're at 15,599, and the high of the low is 15,437. And let me see, did it hit that? Yeah, it did. It went into it not last night, the prior night. So that in itself is like, okay, you're really going to break down? And it's possible that, the Nikkei is going to break that level. And if you break that level, the Nikkei's it's already down 25%.
I've had some people ask me about the Brexit, how to impact stock indexes and stuff like that.
Yes.
Stocks, and that's going to vary a lot more because it depends upon the companies inside that index,
Right.
and the business that they have with the UK and the business they have with the EU. Countries in the EU. So that will vary a lot based on basically a company's international business model.
No, there's no doubt.
I think it'll be a lot less predictable, which means just a lot more volatility. The FX, ideally we'll get some, just nice moves one way or the other. So it's got to be fast.
It seems to me that I don't see a lot of difference even after the fact, but it's the powerful it's the bureaucracies against everyone else. The bureaucracy absolutely does not want this to happen. You know, the European Central Union, you get power, you don't want to lose power. This is like losing. This would be losing a big account.
Right, definitely.
You're losing Britain. You're losing a big account, man. Exactly. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You're going to be able to really learn a lot very quickly because of the movement inside the marketplace, whether it being currencies, the indices themselves, or commodities.
For sure.
You know?
Everything's going to be moving.
Oh man, I'm telling you. And for summer trading, you know, just like today you get high movement, you get a lot of volume, and most of the time, folks, Mondays and Fridays are very slow. Well,
and we were just looking through the news casually during one of the breaks, and there's a lot going on. I mean, Tuesday, I think
Tuesday is a monster.
Speaking before Congress.
Yeah.
There's a lot going
everyone
on.
in Europe speaking.
Draghi speaking at one point.
Draghi speaking. Merkel speaking in Germany.
Yeah.
Tuesday's going to be a big deal, folks. They're going to be out there yapping big time.
That was spread out, I think, through the week. All of that. I'm not sure it was all Tuesday, but Yellen definitely was, and there's a lot the whole week. So
yeah, no doubt. These markets are rocking. There's no two ways about it. And you know, when you look at the context, that you know, what's really wild, Darrell and Tom, is that when you look at the context of the market, it looks like all the markets want to go down to me anyway, but they're going to blame it on Brexit. You have to blame it on something all the time.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah. But I'm sure we'll hear all about this in the next Fed Fund meeting and everything else in minutes. So. Well,
what really cracks me up also is that, you know, people, when they say, well, the economy's so bad, and it's like everything's bad, it's like, okay, hold it. You know that we just went from 666 on the S&P to 2100. Like,
no. It's quite a run.